Hey folks, Andy here, hope you're well. Right, last week I put out a video which proved and demonstrated the effects on phase of applying a high pass or low cut filter to recorded guitar tracks. Now, I figured that prove that it happens, demonstrate what the amount of sound that is shifting is like, and that then when people are actually doing their own recordings, doing their own mixing, they will go in, they'll try it, and they'll see what effect it has for themselves. That's all very well and good, but I then got a question about how this applies to live sound environments. And of course, it's a lot more difficult in a live sound environment to do a careful scrutiny of how much difference you're hearing. So I figured perhaps it's worthwhile to just put a quick demo up that shows what the difference is to the sound. So if you're hearing your tracks and you're hearing phase shift, what it really sounds like in the context of hearing the music, as against just the sort of a clinical approach of saying, this is what the difference, this is how much difference you're getting. So without further ado, let's leap onto Cubase and I will demonstrate just that. Okay, this is the track that we're listening to. And I'm going to duplicate that track just by copying it onto the blue. Identical tracks. If I invert the blue against the green, complete cancellation because they are identical. If we have a quick look at the waveform by zooming in, you can see we've got the same zero crossings. And everything is exactly the same. So two identical tracks. Okay. If I play those, cancel them against each other, introduce my high pass filter on the blue track, there's the difference. Get rid of the filter, back to total cancellation. That's the difference created by the filter. We look at the stereo outburst there, you can see that we've got signal 1K, 2K, up here, where are we, 3.5K, 4K maybe. Yeah, signal up in the sort of 3.5, 4K range, just as a result of this 20 Hertz, rather steep admittedly, but 20 Hertz high pass filter. Get rid of that, and we can start again. Right. If we bring the tracks back in so that we're hearing them together, and now we're going to hear what that difference sounds like when you're actually hearing the music rather than hearing it against silence. So here is the two tracks identical. And there's the difference. Hear it? So it's quite easy to hear when it's all you're hearing. But in context, so there you go, that's what the difference sounds like. Can you hear it? Can you not hear it? Does it make much difference? Would you care about it? Let's just have a look at this another way. So just double checking. We're back to, yep, complete cancellation there. So we're back to identical tracks. What I'm now going to do is, if we take a look at this waveform, and I am going to take this green track and I'm going to move it. I'm actually going to slide it. And I'm going to slide it to get it about as out of phase as I can visually. So there you go. We've now got a trough and a peak, and a peak and a trough. Yeah, that's pretty much as out of phase as you can get a complex signal. So let's give that a little listen to. And without the shift. And with. Without. And I think in that case, you can pretty clearly hear what the effect of phase cancellation is. So there you go. How much of that you care about is entirely down to you. Maybe stick a comment down below. I'd love to know. Do you think that this is something that's worth worrying about? Or would you listen to that much difference occurring between a couple of multi-track recordings and say, do you know what, I really just don't care about that? Or would you try it and see in every case? I hope this is useful. If it is, maybe give us a thumbs up, do the subscribe, do the little bell, all of that good stuff. Look after yourselves. I'll see you next time out. Until then, I'm Andy Picker. Bye for now.